Hey everyone, welcome back to Go Kick Me, your favorite crowdfunding news and reviews channel here on YouTube. So today we have an Indiegogo project called N-Tech, world's first all-in-one portable smart 4K projector, I guess. Portable smart 4K ... Okay, so the subtitle is wireless stackable smart 4K projector, swivel 360, powerful sound, built-in storage, 3D capable. Okay, so yeah, let's get to it. This is a portable projector. These actually become pretty popular nowadays. This one's a little bit unique. Let's take a look at the video a little bit.
The first portable smart projector that projects in full 4K resolution. And yeah, it's portable. Like put it.
So when I first saw the picture for this thing, I thought, okay, it's like this big. Like it looks like a little speaker, Bluetooth speaker or something. It's actually kind of huge.
Put it in your bag and take it on the road portable.
Not exactly.
We're not just talking a projector. N-Tech is a full-on portable entertainment system, included with a stackable attachable.
So this is, I guess, a unique feature, but also kind of a negative almost. It comes actually in multiple pieces. So it has the bottom base piece, which is this giant multi-speaker unit, omnidirectional
connectivity,
and then there's basically a battery,
Wi-Fi capability.
So this middle thing is a battery, and then the top is the actual projector. So just looking at this, I'm like, dude, I want this thing. I don't need all this shit, right? Because this is where the the DLP, the projector unit, is the real valuable part, right? You can just get a cheap Bluetooth speaker anywhere. If you have a home theater, you're gonna have a hi-fi whatever with much better surround speakers than this thing. And if you have power, you don't even need the battery. So this thing is actually pretty huge, as you saw the guy trying to put it in his bag there. If it was just the top pieces,
Portable.
actually that would be a lot
Put it in your
cooler.
bag and take it on the road portable.
Or not.
Whenever and wherever you want. All in crystal clear 4K. N-Tech is
So they have these
portable.
They have these sort of use cases where you're at some, you're with your buddies in their backyard and you're gonna have a little movie party. And to me, it's ironic. Right after they talk about how awesome it is, you get all the super high-res 4K, they demonstrate the old sheet over the fence trick.
Super easy to set up. It's a fully modular system. Stacks seamlessly and connects wirelessly, which means you can break it down in seconds and set it up just as fast.
So, yeah, if you want to bootleg Guardians of the Galaxy and replay it for, without permission, I guess that's fine, on your sheet.
Use your phone or the included remote to browse your settings and apps, or connect a device via HDMI. The omnidirectional speakers provide stunning sound. 3D projection gives you a unique...
So it apparently works with 3D, Bluetooth 3D, I don't know exactly how it works, but it's got a couple other bells and whistles.
N-Tech stand allows you to swivel it seamlessly.
It has this little swivel case, swivel base.
Upright, so you can watch your favorite...
I don't know exactly when you're going to want to do that, but and then you can do this and stand it up.
Shows on the ceiling. No more crane in your...
Seems kind of precarious to put on a bed like that.
In bed. Watch your shows fully relaxed, or enjoy a beautiful night under the stars.
This would be a lot more romantic if you didn't have the thing in between you, but
Whatever
anyway.
you do, wherever you are, whenever the time, you'll have crystal clear
I can see
entertainment.
for gaming,
right
yeah, that's
beside
pretty good.
you. N-Tech. 4K just got portable.
So a couple things here. First of all, these guys were trying to raise $25,000. They've actually raised $200,000, so that's good, 871%. But I'm again kind of suspicious of these things. This is always with me. Like, how much of a crowdfunding project is this really? Because this looks like it's pretty much a done product, and there's no way in hell $25,000 is going to bring it to market if it's not. So I think this is another case of maybe Indiegogo being used more for marketing than for development. It's not really crowdfunding, it's crowd marketing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but how the hell are you going to get it to market for $25,000? Somebody spent a lot of money getting it to this point, that's for sure. So at this point, you didn't have another $25,000 to do the minimum order quantity? I don't think so. Anyway, but that's kind of nitpicking. I went through the updates and the comments and whatnot. No updates. Comments, actually, they're pretty good. They actually answer all the questions pretty fast, and they're pretty good with explaining, okay, it's got this Wi-Fi, it's got this USB, it's got this HDMI setting, you know, which to me in some ways is almost like they have all the answers already, which means it's basically done already, right? A couple other features, yeah, like I mentioned, it's kind of broken up like this. I would love to just buy this part, save a little bit of money. You know, I don't know if I need to run it off of batteries. It does run 7 to 8 hours off of batteries, which is pretty cool. The 360 thing is kind of, they're trying to imply like, hey, it's 360, but it's not like it's 360 video projecting. It's actually just swivels 360 degrees. And it's got all these ports, and it can do all this, and apparently you won't need your Apple TV anymore. I don't really think so, because you know, if I want to buy stuff from iTunes, I still need Apple TV. So it's got USB, it's got HDMI, yada, yada, yada. You can do gaming, you can do 3D gaming, you can do this and that. So here's the prices. So reservation price, actually quite good. So $359 is a pretty good deal, I think. And I'll show you some comparisons. Even this is still pretty good. Once you start getting past these discounted ones, okay, super early bird is $550. That's a little bit much. $699. Wow, that's a lot. So yeah, I'm not super happy with the full price, but the discount price is actually pretty good. And here's another issue: 2.5 kilograms. So that's like 5.5 pounds. Not super portable to me. But if it lasts that long in the battery, I guess the battery's most of that weight. And again, I'm like not a super, you know, fan of. I think this is just a blow up of the speaker. So I think you could, like, if I had a choice of not buying that, I probably would not buy it. They don't say how many milliamp hours the battery is, but 8 hours playtime. They mention in here somewhere the lumens. It claims that it's 1500 lumens, 1500 ANSI lumens. Okay, so that's quite high, and that might be, I don't know how true that is. I guess if they say it's ANSI lumens, then it's ANSI lumens, but I'll talk about that a little bit more. They have a stretch goal to sell this kind of mounting arm to put on the ceiling or the wall or whatever. That's kind of cool. I guess that also means it actually has a screw-in camera mount, so you can put it on a tripod or a light stand. So that's actually cool. This is the stretch goal, by the way, if you get to 500,000, which they may or may not do. One thing I do like, they actually don't say it's going to deliver until September 2018, which is actually pretty realistic. You know what I mean? It's reasonable, I should say. So that's like 6 months, 7 months from now. They're not claiming it's going to be sent out in 6 weeks. So hopefully that's just being wise and not over-promising. So anyway, overall not so bad, right? Looks pretty cool. The thing that I always say is, like, let's compare it to what else is on the market. So first of all, went to Amazon, and there actually are a lot of these kind of things out there. So this one is actually made by JBL. So JBL, you know, best known for speakers, I guess, and audio equipment. They actually have a portable camera, home theater, 150-inch HD picture, yada, yada, yada. So this one only claims to be 500 ANSI lumens, which I think is a little bit more realistic. I don't know why it says 3,000. I guess 3,000 is what they... There's actually a difference in lumens. Let me skip ahead to that. There's like, what is a lumen? What are lumens, ANSI lumens, and marketing lumens? So marketing lumens are the fake numbers you see on Amazon, and ANSI lumens are the ones that are supposed to be the measured, standardized ones. You know, measured with some actual reference point equipment and whatnot. So actually called Amazon fake lumens. And so they actually said there was one that was like listed as whatever 3,000 lumens, and it was actually like 300 lumens or something like that. And then, why are you guys doing that? And so they actually compare, like, this is one of those super portable ones, and it actually turns out it's not too much brighter than this Pico Genie 55, 20 times. So it says it has like 1,500 lumens, but it's actually not anywhere near it. It's like 55 lumens or something like that. So Anyway, so pretty much you got to be really, really careful with these things. They actually call them Chinese lumens too, because the Chinese manufacturers like to exaggerate that. So here's another one. This one claims to be 2200 lumens, but it claims to be also very small. So how is that possible? So I don't even know if this one has an ANSI rating. Let's see, ANSI. No, so this one doesn't even list ANSI lumens, I think. But they're all actually pretty similar. They all have Bluetooth. They all, accept the standard inputs, etc. This one actually takes VGA, which is more than some. A lot of them come with different remote controls and other things like that, and they can be controlled by apps and whatnot. So this is the 8-key 100. But let's go back to this JBL one. So JBL is a real brand, okay, and it claims that it's a 3000 lumen lamp. Okay, that's actually not so bad. So they claim the lamp is 3000 lumens, and then the projected thing is something like 500. Equivalent to 300. I don't know what that means. Okay, so anyway, and it has speakers, and it has a battery. So this one I think only lasts 3 hours though. So the NTech one claims to last more than double that, which would imply that it has something like a 40,000 milliamp hour battery, which would be huge, because like a laptop is usually only like 30. So it has like the equivalent of a MacBook Pro battery in it, and plus another 33%. Anyway, so I would trust the JBL a little bit more than I would trust a company off of Indiegogo, but that's just me. And they all do pretty much the same thing. So this one can do the 3D projecting also and connect through all kinds of things. And so let's also check, one of my next favorite things to do is to check Taobao, because this thing is actually, so these guys are actually claiming they're in Hong Kong too. Where are they? NTech. So they're based in Hong Kong, Jeff Wong. So the question really is Jeff Wong developing a new product, or is Jeff Wong basically just talk to a factory that's already making products, make a slightly different one, and charge a lot. So in this case, unlike say Sonic Soak, I think this is actually a unique product because I haven't seen other ones here. But on Taobao, we do have a lot of options that are somewhat similar. So these are the kind of ultra portable. It's basically the size of like a power bank nowadays and can project. And they look something like this. And this one, it's basically like an iPhone 7 Plus size. Not even a power bank size. Smaller than most power banks. And they've got all the specs and whatnot. So these guys are like the ultra portable ones. Some of these have batteries in them. I think this one does. And they list the lumens here, not super bright. Lists only 100 lumens, I think, on these ones. Let's see if it's in here somewhere. Looks nice at least. Screen share, yada, yada, yada. It's got all the ports. These ones actually have even some things that the other ones don't. So this one has 2 USB ports, for example. Some of them have micro SD card input, etc., etc. Let's see, where's the lumens? Lumens. So this one, yeah, 100 lumens. Doesn't even say ANSI or not, but I'm guessing 100 ANSI lumens, which is not too bad. It's better than the one in the picture if it's really that high. Here's another version, slightly different, but basically the same. This one says 100 ANSI lumens. And yeah, they're all pretty much the same. Now we get to this one, which looks actually very similar to the NTech one. It actually might even be the same thing on the inside. It's just a different package. So in this case, we've got pretty similar TF. I don't know what TF is. Is that a SD card slot or not? And this one actually has 2 USB also. And it's got, I guess, a speaker on the bottom. I can't tell. So this one is listed as how many lumens? It's in here somewhere. 350 ANSI lumens. So actually that's not too bad, because if it's not giving a really high number, it might actually be true. And this one goes for, there's a bunch of different ones listed at slightly different prices, but basically this is somewhere in the range of 400 and, how much is it? $450. Okay, so $450, does almost the same stuff, and it claims it's 4K, and it's actually pretty light compared to the other one. So this one has something like 700 grams, the other one is like 2.5 kilograms. So, you know, it doesn't have the huge battery, it doesn't have the speaker thing. So let's even see if it has speakers. Oh, it does have a speaker. So it has a speaker, I guess. And what was the other thing we were going to check? Battery. So this one has a 12,000 milliamp hour battery. So it can be used for about 2 hours, which is, you know, that's at least one movie. Hopefully not a long movie. But yeah, why not just, you know, with the extra pound and a half or whatever that you're saving in weight, or actually 2 pounds or so, you know, you could bring a adapter, plug it into the wall. This one actually does take memory cards too, so yeah. So some things actually better, maybe. Some things maybe not as good, but hey, it's a lot smaller, and it's actually comparable price. So like I said, so this one is 450 pounds. I mean, $450, or give or take. This one, okay, so if this is the full thing, including all the speaker and the bigger battery and all that, that's actually pretty good. So I guess you can still get this right now. So if you could get it at this price, I would say go for the NTech, assuming that, you know, it actually gets delivered on time. But if it's this price, forget about it, forget about it, forget about it. I guess the other ones are already done. So I guess the other thing though is, yeah, so you might get a slightly better one for about the same price as these ones. Where is it? Forget this one. The spaceship one. But then again, you could get this like in a couple of days, right? So in my case, I live in Hong Kong. It's only coming from Guangzhou. I think you could probably get it, and it's only basically $2.50 shipping. So depending on how comfortable you are buying stuff off Taobao, you could actually get it a lot faster. And if it's bad, at least, you know, this guy's got a better rating maybe. I don't trust a lot of these, you know, first-time Kickstarter things or Indiegogo things. So the question is, would you rather have it now? Yeah, I think I'd rather have it now. So take your chances with that, or maybe go a little bit safer and stick with, forget about this one too, stick with the JBL. JBL one is more, $600, but you would have it sent today, right? So kind of a toss-up. I think the other thing to keep in mind is by the time you get this thing in 6 months from now, maybe the JBL will be cheaper and or better. Yeah, so keep that in mind. I'm not going to give this guy a thumbs up. I will give it a slight thumbs down, just because it's a little bit too far off in the future for something that can be bought on the market almost the same or very similar now, today. So yeah, especially if you can't get it at this super cheap price. Okay, so that's it for today. Oh, I should say, if you did get it at the $300, where's the cheap price? If you did get it at this price, actually a pretty good deal. So these guys, okay, yeah, wait 6 months. These guys, maybe not. These guys, forget about it. Anything this high, it's totally not better than JBL for the same price or more. Okay, so that's it for today. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at GoKickMe. If you have any questions or comments or feedback, if you're the NTech guy and you want me to do a review of this because I am in Hong Kong, I can come and do it this week. Do send me a message, and I will be willing to reevaluate my choices. So that's it for today. See you guys next time.